Moscow police needs your help solving a crime at a local store.
And fall weather is finally here on the Plus. We'll let you know if the trend is going to coming up next.
West Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University. This is Murrow News 8.
Hello, I'm Austin Samuels.
And I'm Monique Ledesma. Happy Hump Day and welcome to Murrow News 8.
We have new information about the legal controversy between the Pac-12 and the remaining two schools in the conference. According to CougFan.com, WSU and OSU submitted 24 pages of facts that they believe will prove the Pac-12 conference. Commissioner George Kliavkoff and the University of Washington are engaged in, quote, a lawyer-created contrivance to prevent WSU and OSU from holding, per conference bylaws. WSU and OSU are asking Whitman County Superior Court to issue a preliminary injunction holding that the Pac-12's Board of Directors should comprise of only WSU and OSU as the Pac-12's constitution and bylaws dictate. The two universities released a joint statement stating, quote, today, Oregon State and Washington State asked the court to confirm that the departing schools lost their board seats following their notices of withdrawal from the conference. The evidence we have uncovered thus far in discovery overwhelmingly shows this is consistent with the position that the conference and departing members themselves had taken up until just weeks before Washington State and Oregon State were forced to file our litigation. According to CougFan.com, back on August 5th, the day after the withdrawal announcements, Commissioner Kliavkoff sent a text to a reporter saying that, quote, today we have 4 board members, referring to the then 4 remaining Pac-12 members.
Well, we have definitely seen some fall weather over the Plus over the past couple of days. Ethan, what can we expect for the rest of the evening?
Yeah, thanks, Monique. It's that colder weather is definitely here. And when you're heading out the door this morning, you definitely saw some rain on the ground. But now we're going to be seeing possibly some snow falling tonight and maybe into the earlier part of tomorrow. So make sure that you have those jackets ready to go and be ready for that snow. But I'll have the full weather forecast for you later in the show. Back to you guys.
Well, thank you, Ethan, for today's forecast. I look forward to your 5-day forecast later on in the show. Now, the Moscow Police Department is seeking the public's help in identifying a person of interest from a shoplifting at Walmart. The theft occurred on Monday at 8 p.m. If you take a look at your screen, you'll see that the suspect that fled the store in a sedan at a high rate of speed, running spotlights and endangering the public. Anyone with information about the woman or the car is asked to contact the Moscow PD at 208-882-2677.
Brian Kohberger will appear in Latah County District Court multiple times tomorrow. First at 9:30 tomorrow morning, Kohberger and his attorneys will be in court to attempt to dismiss his grand jury indictment. The initial case tomorrow morning will be closed to the public. Then there will be another case tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. to address the question of grand jury instructions, which will be open to the media and to the public. We'll have more information about the proceedings in Friday's show. Well, the new Rosar's supermarket on Grand Avenue in Pullman is expected to open its doors during the first week of November. The new Rosar's location will replace Dismore's, a supermarket that closed its doors last year after serving the community for over 85 years.
Washington State University Vice President for Research Chris Kane is stepping down. Kane's decision was announced by WSU in an online post yesterday morning. Kane will return to the faculty on January 1st. He will take a 1-year position as senior advisor to the WSU system provost.
Well, Reagan Kochow had a breakout freshman year thus far for WSU soccer. Find out how her impact is being felt on the pitch.
And a new Speaker of the House has been elected. We will tell you how it will impact the future decisions in the House of Representatives.
After 4 rounds of voting, the House of Representatives now has a new Speaker of the House. Republican Representative Mike Johnson won the vote against Hakeem Jeffries earlier today. Johnson becomes the first representative from the state of Louisiana to serve as the Speaker of the House. Representative Johnson now replaces former Speaker Kevin McCarthy after he was ousted from his post over 3 weeks ago.
It's been getting pretty cold here in Pullman, and I've been hearing from people say that there might be some snow coming our way. Ethan, is there going to be snow out there later this week?
Well, Monique, that's a great question. And there's a pretty good chance at it coming in this evening around 11 o'clock to 7 p.m. tomorrow night. There's that chance. We have a winter weather advisory in effect starting this evening, so keep an eye out for that. But tomorrow, it's going to be in the 40s again and low 30s, so it's going to be pretty chilly as that winter weather is definitely here. But let's take a look across the state and get an idea of what our folks on the western side are seeing. Over in Seattle, Olympia, it's a little bit warmer, but on the passes, it's dumping snow, and there's been a few accidents over there. So try and stay off those roads and that travel from Pullman to Seattle and Olympia. But let's take a look in the middle of the state here. Yakima and the Tri-Cities, a lot colder. I guess we're going over the 5-day forecast. I'm just kidding with you guys. Let's take a look over Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, the colder weather. But then we're going to warm up later into next week, and then we're going to be seeing some nicer weather, but that colder weather trend is going to continue, and we're going to see colder weather, and it's winter time, and that snow is going to probably be falling eventually soon, so keep an eye out for that. So throw on those jackets as we move into the winter days. So back to you guys over at the desk.
Thanks, Ethan. Well, I sure don't want to bring out my winter boots yet. Well, WCU volleyball fell in the national rankings, but we will let you know how they can get back up later this week.
And find out who won Pac-12 Player of the Week honors next for WSU.
Feels like no matter where you look, the state of the world's getting worse. Oceans full of plastic, an endless amount of waste, an impossible task ahead of fixing our beloved planet. But change can't happen if you do nothing. So here's where you should start. Reduce. Why? Because Americans produce more than 200 million tons of waste every year, and you don't want to add to that. Reuse. Why? Because reusing and repurposing cuts back on unnecessary waste, and it gives things a chance at new life. Recycle. Why? Because recycling creates jobs, it helps our community, and it helps our planet. And after doing all this, what will we be left with? We'll be left with a planet that will slowly start to heal. We'll be left with more money in our pockets. We'll be left with more opportunity for work. And most importantly, we're left with hope for the future. So reduce, reuse, recycle.
WSU volleyball will start the second half of their Pac-12 season this Friday as they take on the Oregon Ducks at home. The Cougs are coming off a split weekend in LA where they lost to USC and beat the UCLA Bruins. The Ducks are currently ranked 9th in the AVCA polls, while WSU is 6th. On Sunday, the Cougs will play Oregon State. And across the state, cross country will compete in the Pac-12 championships. On Friday, both the men's and women's cross country teams will compete in University Place, where UW is hosting the Pac-12 cross country championships. And WSU golf made some waves this past weekend after finishing second in the Stockton Pacific Invitational. Senior Preston Bebich was named the Pac-12 Male Golfer of the Week. He's the second Coug to win Pac-12 Golfer of the Week this season. The women's team, freshman Alice Johansson, led the team to the final round of the Jim West Challenge on Monday. The team finished in 13th place overall. On the soccer pitch, the Cougs are starting to find their groove in Pac-12 play. And freshman standout Reagan Kachow is a big reason why. Our reporter Austin Samuel tells us more.
In yet another 1-0 hole last week, Cougar soccer was once again playing catch-up.
Thank God we got that one goal back and didn't lose.
The Cougs trailed the Utah Utes on Senior Day last Sunday up until Reagan Kachow found the equalizer late in the match on this header.
And she scores!
We finally just had one that connected, and it was just a relief.
Kachow is a true freshman at WSU, and during her college recruiting process, she heard a pitch that most recruits can only dream of. She would have the opportunity to be a key contributor right away.
Todd told me that he wanted me to come in and play right away, and he didn't promise me, but he was like, if you keep playing the way you do and I come out and perform how I was performing, then I would get a lot of minutes.
Ka-Chow has ended up playing a lot of minutes in her freshman season, going the full 90 in all but 2 Pac-12 conference games.
What a soccer player on the field. She's different than what we got to an extent. That's why we got her, and that's what we're trying to do. And she fits what we need.
Along the way, the true freshman has scored 3 goals while also dishing out 2 assists. As a midfielder, Ka-Chow likes to have her fingerprints on all parts of the game.
Not like the biggest person on the field. I'm not like people don't fear me, but my strength is definitely passing. I like to connect and like create things throughout the middle.
Even though she's a natural passer, for Ka-Chow, there's no feeling like scoring the big goal.
Especially like big goals that tie it up or win, it's just a different feeling than just having just another goal. Because there's just like all that adrenaline and you just get really excited. There's like a feeling not like it.
Reagan Ka-Chow and the rest of the Cougs will have a couple more chances to score some big goals in the regular season when they travel to take on the Oregon schools this coming weekend. From the lower soccer field here in Pullman, I'm Austin Samuels, Murrow News 8.
The Cougs will be back in action on the pitch tomorrow night against the Oregon State Beavers. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. Then WC will travel to Eugene to face the Oregon Ducks on Sunday afternoon.
Well, Halloween is coming up soon.
But candy might be difficult for some people this year. We will have more after the break.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy. You, the boss's boss. If 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, that means it could be you, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work. Thanks.
You, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org to know where you stand.
This year, you might have noticed the high prices. The cost of candy is up 13% this year. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor, the cost of ingredients and labor have caused the inflation of prices. Well, guys, not just gas is going up, but I guess candy now too, man. My favorite Halloween candy would have to be Almond Joy, like Maggie.
Yeah, I love a good Almond Joy.
Oh, 2 on the Almond Joy side.
I know. I'm absolutely shocked.
Coconut
I've
chocolate?
never met anybody that's their favorite candy is Almond Joy. But
I think it's
I
pretty
guess I
good.
met 2 today that it is. So.
What about you?
Well, shoot. I guess I'm a big Reese's fan. Yeah.
So we got 2 against 2 then.
Plain
I'm
Janes.
Reese's
Plain Janes.
also.
Yeah.
Plain Janes.
Reese's,
All right.
come on, that's
That's
basic.
a matter of opinion.
No, exactly.
Okay, what do you like about the Almond Joy?
I mean, it's just a perfect combination of chocolate, coconut, and almond. It's got everything. It's
Interesting.
perfect.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for watching our show. If you missed any of our past broadcasts, you can find them on our YouTube page. Have a good night.